They're cheap, they're fast. They saved you in college when you had $4 to your name and 3 days until payday. But what if your favorite instant noodles were quietly filled with ingredients banned in other countries? Today, we're exposing 5 instant noodles that could be dangerous and revealing 3 that are actually safe to eat. Some of these brands might shock you. One of them has been recalled. And yes, your favorite TikTok spicy challenge noodle made the list. Let's go. Instant noodles revolutionized food in 1958 when Momofuku Ando invented them in Japan. But global manufacturing shortcuts turned convenience into a chemical cocktail. We're talking TBHQ, tertiary butyl hydroquinone, a petroleum-based preservative that extends shelf life but is restricted in Europe. We're talking sodium levels that make your kidneys file a complaint. We're talking artificial dyes linked to behavioral issues in children. And Americans? We're scarfing down over 4 billion packs a year. That's 12 packs per person annually. We're not just eating these occasionally, we're mainlining them. Here's the problem. Not all instant noodles are created equal. Some are barely food, others are actually fine. Today, you're learning the difference. The Dangerous 5. Number 5. Maruchan Instant Lunch, chicken flavor. Starting with the nostalgic nightmare that lives in every college dorm and office break room. Maruchan Instant Lunch. That little styrofoam cup with the peel-back lid that got you through 2 a.m. study sessions and broke as hell Tuesdays. Let's talk about that sodium content. 1,180 milligrams. 1,180 milligrams. That's 51% of your entire daily limit in 1 cup of noodles that you can eat in 7 minutes. You eat this for lunch at noon, and by 12:07 p.m., you've already obliterated half your sodium budget before dinner even crosses your mind. To put that in perspective, that's the same sodium as eating 48 Lay's potato chips, or 3.5 slices of Domino's pepperoni pizza, or 5 McDonald's hamburgers. Except instead of getting 5 burgers, you got 1 cup of questionable noodles. But wait, it gets worse. Way worse. The ingredient list reads like a petroleum refinery manifest. First up, TBHQ, tertiary butyl hydroquinone, a preservative literally derived from the petroleum industry. The FDA allows up to 0.02% in foods. The European Food Safety Authority looked at the same data and said, absolutely not. They capped it at 0.0001% and require warning labels in multiple countries. Some EU nations have banned it entirely. You know what else uses TBHQ? Biodiesel fuel, varnishes, perfumes, pesticides. You're eating something that shares a chemical family with bug spray. Then there's the palm oil situation. Not all palm oil is created equal. There's refined, unrefined, sustainable, garbage tier. Maruchan uses the cheapest, most heavily processed palm oil they can source. It's been bleached, deodorized, and stripped of any nutritional value. What's left is pure saturated fat that's been heated to temperatures that create free radicals, compounds that damage your cells and accelerate aging. The chicken flavor? Zero real chicken. Not even chicken powder made from actual chicken. It's a synthetic blend of MSG, disodium inosinate, hydrolyzed soy protein, and natural flavors, which is food industry code for we're not telling you what this actually is. One nutritionist destroyed this, a sodium bomb disguised as a meal that your kidneys will remember for hours. A cardiologist was even more brutal. If you're eating these regularly, you're basically speed running high blood pressure, arterial stiffness, and cardiovascular disease. It's an express lane to heart problems. The American Heart Association recommends limiting sodium to 1,500 milligrams per day for optimal health. This single cup gets you 79% of the way there. You eat this, then have literally anything else during the day. A sandwich, some chips, a frozen dinner, and you've blown past the limit by dinner time. Your blood pressure spikes, your kidneys work overtime, your arteries constrict. And here's the kicker. The serving size listed, that's for the entire cup. There's no, oh, I'll just eat half. You peel that lid, you pour that water, you're eating the whole thing. You're not saving half of a 99-cent styrofoam cup for later. You're going all in on that sodium assault. The cup is convenient, sure. Just add water, microwave for 3 minutes, boom, lunch. But convenience shouldn't come with a side of cardiovascular risk and chemical preservation. This tastes like nostalgia because it was better when you didn't know what was in it. Ignorance was delicious. Knowledge is horrifying. Number 4. Mama Shrimp Tom Yum Flavor. Next up is a Thai favorite that's hiding some questionable choices. Mama Shrimp Tom Yum. This brand is beloved for its flavor. That tangy, spicy, citrusy broth hits different. But here's what else is hitting. MSG, artificial coloring agents, E102, tartrazine, and E110, sunset yellow. These synthetic dyes are linked to hyperactivity in children and are banned or require warning labels in the EU. The sodium isn't quite as brutal as around 1,050 milligrams, but that's still 46% of your daily limit. And the ingredient list reads like a chemistry experiment. Disodium inosinate, disodium guanylate, artificial shrimp flavoring that's never seen a real shrimp. Food safety studies in Southeast Asia have flagged this brand multiple times for exceeding recommended preservative levels. Not enough to get it pulled, but enough to make researchers say, maybe don't eat this 5 times a week. The broth is bright orange, unnaturally bright. That's not from shrimp or chili. That's from chemicals trying to convince your brain you're eating something premium. One food scientist put it perfectly. It tastes imported and exotic, but the ingredients tell a different story. Number 3. Samyang 2x2 Spicy Ramen. The TikTok terror. The challenge, noodle. The I can handle spice. Destroyer, Samyang 2x2 Spicy. Let's be clear, spicy doesn't mean dangerous by itself, but this crosses the line. The Scoville rating hits around 8,000 to 10,000 units. That's not uncomfortable. That's approaching weapon grade. The capsaicin concentration is so high that eating a full pack can trigger gastritis, acid reflux, and in extreme cases, hospitalization. And yes, people have been hospitalized. In 2023, multiple reports of stomach ulcer flare-ups linked directly to extreme spicy noodle consumption. One case study documented a 19-year-old who ended up in the ER with severe gastric pain after doing the challenge 3 days in a row. But the spice isn't even the worst part. The sodium clocks in at 1,690 milligrams for a single pack. That's 73% of your entire daily sodium allowance in one meal. Your blood pressure spikes, your kidneys scream, your stomach lining is under siege. One gastroenterologist said, "This isn't food, it's a DARE." Another noted, "Viral trends shouldn't come with emergency room visits." TikTok made this famous, but fame doesn't equal safe. This is entertainment masquerading as food. Number 2. Indomie mee goreng. Now we're entering controversial territory. Indomie mee goreng, the global obsession with regional differences that should concern you. This Indonesian staple is worshipped by fans. 5 seasoning packets, rich, savory, sweet flavor. It's delicious. But here's the problem. The version sold in North America contains preservatives and palm oil formulations that are different from what's sold in Indonesia and Australia. Independent food testing found that US versions contain higher levels of TBHQ and lower quality palm oil compared to packs manufactured for Southeast Asian markets. The flavor packets are loaded with preservatives, BHA, BHT, antioxidants that extend shelf life, but have been flagged by health organizations for potential carcinogenic effects at high doses. The sodium is manageable at around 1,380 milligrams per pack. Still high, but not the worst on this list. But the palm oil base is concerning. It's heavily processed, high in saturated fat, and linked to cardiovascular issues when consumed regularly. Multiple food safety studies have questioned why the same brand has different formulations by region. One researcher noted, it suggests they're meeting the minimum standards for each market, not the maximum. One food blogger put it bluntly, the mee goreng you're eating in the US is not the same one people rave about in Jakarta. Number 1. Nongshim ShinRamyun. The number 1 spot goes to a brand that shocked us, Nongshim ShinRamyun, the premium instant noodle with a dark history. ShinRamyun markets itself as higher quality, Restaurants use it as a base. Food bloggers praise it. But in 2012 and 2016, multiple batches were recalled due to contamination concerns, specifically the detection of benzoparine, a carcinogenic compound formed during high heat processing. The sodium? 1,790 milligrams per pack. That's 78% of your daily limit in one sitting. The MSG content is high. The flavor packet contains multiple artificial enhancers. And while the taste is bold and satisfying, the ingredient quality raises serious questions. One batch recall noted potential safety risk from manufacturing process. Another study found trace amounts of heavy metals in select production runs. Not enough to trigger immediate action, but enough to make toxicologists say this warrants monitoring. The noodles themselves are fried in palm oil at extremely high temperatures, increasing the formation of harmful compounds. And despite being marketed as premium, the base ingredients aren't significantly better than budget brands. One food safety expert put it harshly: even premium noodles can cut corners. Price doesn't guarantee safety. Another noted, past recalls should make consumers cautious, not confident. This one hurts because people love ShinRamyun, but love doesn't erase history. The safe 3. Number 3. Lotus Foods Millet and Brown Rice Ramen. Finally, something you can eat without guilt. Lotus Foods Millet and Brown Rice Ramen. This is the clean eating option. Gluten-free, organic, no artificial preservatives, no TBHQ. The sodium sits at just 490 milligrams per serving, under the 600 milligrams safety threshold. The packaging is compostable. The company partners with small rice farmers. This is ethical and healthy. The noodles use millet and brown rice instead of refined wheat, delivering more fiber and nutrients. The flavor packets are made with real vegetables and spices, no synthetic enhancers, no MSG, no sketchy chemicals you can't pronounce. And it tastes good. Not good for health food, actually good. The texture is slightly chewier than traditional ramen, but in a satisfying way. The broth is lighter but flavorful. One nutritionist praised it. This is proof you don't have to sacrifice health for convenience. Another noted, finally, instant noodles that won't wreck your sodium intake. The price is higher, around $2.50 per pack versus 50 cents for Maruchan, but you're paying for ingredients, not chemicals. Your body will thank you. Number 2. Mike's Mighty Good Craft Ramen. Coming in at number 2 is a brand disrupting the instant noodle game, Mike's Mighty Good Craft Ramen. These are organic, steamed, not fried, no TBHQ, no artificial flavors. The sodium averages 570 milligrams per serving, reasonable for instant noodles. The oils used are high quality, organic sunflower and sesame oil instead of cheap palm oil. The packaging is premium. Pillow packs with separated seasoning pouches. The noodles are thicker and have actual texture. They don't turn to mush after sitting for 2 minutes. The broth tastes like something you'd get at a ramen shop, not a chemistry lab. Food bloggers are obsessed. One called it the instant ramen for people who actually care what they eat. Another noted, this is what ramen should taste like. Real ingredients, real flavor. The varieties include miso, chicken, beef, and vegetarian options, all with clean ingredient lists. No synthetic dyes, no petroleum preservatives, just FOOD. The cost is around $3 per pack, but you're getting restaurant quality noodles you can make in 4 minutes. That's not a premium, that's a steal. Number 1. Nissin Raoh. The champion of safe instant noodles, Nissin Raoh. Proof that convenience and quality can coexist. Raoh is made by Nissin, the company that invented instant ramen, and this line represents their premium effort. The sodium is balanced at 590 milligrams per serving. The broth base uses real chicken and pork extracts, not powder, not fake flavoring, actual extracts. No artificial colorants, no TBHQ. The noodles are thick, wavy, and have a satisfying chew. The flavor is complex, umami-rich with depth that develops as you eat. This doesn't taste instant. This tastes like you cooked. Food critics have compared it favorably to restaurant ramen, which is insane for a $3 product. The ingredient list is clean: wheat flour, chicken extract, soy sauce, sesame oil, Spices. You can pronounce everything. You know what everything is. There's no mystery chemical doing heavy lifting. Japanese manufacturing standards are strict, and it shows. The quality control is visible in every bowl. The noodles are consistent. The broth is reliable. There's no weird aftertaste or chemical sting. One food reviewer captured it perfectly. Raoh is what happens when a company respects both convenience and the consumer. Another noted, this is the gold standard for instant noodles. If you're going to eat instant ramen regularly, and let's be honest, you are, make it this one. Your taste buds and your body will thank you. So, which one of these noodles is sitting in your pantry right now? Drop it in the comments. Are you Team Maruchan Nostalgia or Team Raoh Upgrade? The top 3 picks are linked in the description if you're ready to stock up. And if you want to know which fast food fries are crispy legends and which ones are just salty imposters, hit that subscribe button, because we're just getting started exposing what's really sizzling behind the counter.